Well, good morning, y'all. Welcome back to another episode of Warcraft Loreplay. I am Shane, your lore master, and today we are finishing up the starting experience for the Night Elf. We will have finished Teldrassil already, and we are just getting ready to jump in and finish, because we are a Druid, the Druid 10th level quest. Just a reminder, is what we do here is we play this game for the lore, so we read every quest, we read every book, we read everything that we can. We are here for the lore, and yeah, that's it. We are currently, like I said, in the starting area-ish of the Night Elf lore. We're not going to be here long this morning because we are almost to the end of that, and then we're going to hop over into our orc hunter to start over in Durotar. So, all right, just as a reminder of where we are, what we're doing. Let's see, where is the Druid? Yeah, so let's...
Directly east of Aberdeen lay many Moonkin caves. The one closest to Aberdeen has a Moonkin stone inside it. Lunaclaw, the defender of the stone, will face you only when Cenarian moondust is applied to it. Lunaclaw possesses within it a strength that you must use as one of the claw. You've earned the right to use this Cenarian moondust, adventurer. Now show me that you've earned the right to possess the strength of body and the strength of heart needed as a druid.
Okay, so yeah, that is what we were doing. I, off stream, went and fought the bear. Probably should have waited, but I was testing something else out to see if I could. You'll also notice, if you've been watching these, that we are slightly higher level than we were the last time we logged off last week. And that was because I knew I wasn't going to be able to actually complete this quest at the level that I was at. So I went and I did a few of the quests we already did for the gnome lore over in Loch Madan, and just did a few of those quests to get the level up. And so that is what happened to this character off screen, but you didn't miss anything lore wise. I waited to come turn in the quest for this stream. So let's go ahead and hop into that. Let's make sure, because when I was messing around, I did change the automation, so let's make sure that that is not yeah, okay, cool.
Ishnu Allah.
Welcome, my brother. If you are here to train, then I would be delighted to train you. Oh yeah, we already know all that.
You have finally taken your large step into a much larger world, adventurer. I sense the teaching of the great bear spirit within you, and I sense that you have received the strength that Lunaclaw possessed. There are no further obstacles in your way. Let me now teach you what it means to be an adventurer of the Claw.
The Claw. I can't wait for this quest to be over so that will stop popping into my head every single time.
Be careful.
All right, great. Let's see here. Do I need to pick this one up?
Good luck, friend.
I already did. Didn't? Oh yeah, I already did that. All right, hold on. Yeah, those are the things I did on the way out. We don't need that. I think I already did that, yeah. All right, let's see. Do we have any?
How may I help?
I think we do have some training we can do. Or maybe I already did it. Did I already do it? Oh, no, I didn't. All right. Demoralizing Roar. So this will give us something for our bear form. Increasing, all right. Oh, it decreases attack power and rage. Yes. Requires bear form. Yep. All right. And bash. Good. Okay, let's see here. Did I actually pick up the bear form? I think I did.
Elune, light your path.
Maybe I didn't. Maybe I need to.
Goddess, watch over you.
Yeah. Oops. All right. Yes.
Greetings.
You're now ready to learn about poison and the power we as druids have over it, adventurer. Cenarius has blessed us with the ability to purge even the most foul of poisons with but a mere incantation. This gift is not to be taken lightly. And to ensure you learn this lesson, you'll work to address the effects of poisonings as a layman would. Travel to Moonglade and speak with Dendrite Starblaze. He awaits your arrival to begin your lesson.
Awesome. I don't remember
Till
this
next
quest
we
at
meet.
all. All right, let's see real quick. There's Feral. Oh, there we go. I was like, where is the bear form? All right, we're gonna put you over here, you over here, put you down there. Let's make sure we get. Let's make sure we get the skills onto our bar. Growl, maul, all these skills. All right, and that is what we're gonna end there for for that quest. We could go do these other ones, but well, you know what? You know what? Let's go ahead and do the quest. At least go pick it up and see what it says. Let's go do that, and then we will hop over into the our orc. Which, by the way, another thing that I did off stream was for my orc, the undead, and the Tauren starting zones. I went into those characters and I just grinded up a few levels. I didn't do any quests. I didn't talk to anybody. I just went and killed creatures to get a few levels. And that was so that for these streams that we are not sitting there waiting. The grind for the stream is a little less. Now that doesn't mean we're not gonna fall into a grind again, but I'm trying in an effort to reduce that and get to the bits that we like. I went and
What brings you here?
I went ahead and just got those levels. Greetings, Druid. You are welcome in Nighthaven, as well as all of Moonglade. The Cenarian Circle welcomes all beings who respect authority and command of nature. While you are here, please be sure to preserve the balance in all things. Disturbances are not welcome here, and our wardens are trained to cease all hostilities without question.
Greetings, young druid. I'm glad to see you ready and eager to learn about the curing of poisons. While most druids in the past were put through pre-planned trials, your work will involve no such thing. There has been a rash of animal poisonings in Oberdeen, and the village there has been unable to cure it. To that end, a representative there has asked Moonglade for aid, and we are sending you there to aid them. This is no exercise. The work you'll do is quite real. Bear this in mind.
Bear. You see what he did there? Bear.
The Cliffspring Falls in Darkshore serves as the principal source of drinking water for the region. And now I suspect it is the principal source of the poison that is harming the local fauna. Deer, specifically. Use this sampler to draw some water from the mouth of the cave. Be careful, as dangerous Naga now reside in a cave by the falls. Once filled, deliver it to Alandaria Nightsong in Oberdeen. She is the one that requested our aid, and you will work with her to address this malady.
We will work with her to address the malady. Okay. Yep.
Good luck,
All right.
friend.
Yeah, so we are going to, let's go ahead and fly over to Darkshore. Let's do the fly. And then we will park in that inn and head over to our orc. La la la. Really looking forward to getting over there onto the orc, because just in the leveling that I did, man, it was a really, really strong reminder of why there were so many hunters across the water. Why there were so many hunters in WoW Vanilla, especially in the early days, because they are by far one of the easiest classes to solo. And I don't even have a pet yet over there. I think I got that character up to level 6 just by grinding in the very, very starting area in I can't remember the name of it right offhand. But that was just solo. Once you get the pet, man, the game, I shouldn't say it's easy mode, but it's definitely much, much easier. And I actually got that, I felt that from all 3 classes that I chose over there. So I guess it's probably partially because I chose caster classes and over here for the Alliance. But I've got, we'll be doing a hunter, a rogue, and a warrior over for the horde. And I believe that the hunter will be, for at least the classic area, the hunter is going to be our main to get us through the classic stuff on the horde side. But we, like I said, we're going through these starting experiences first, and
Where would you like to fly to?
we would like to fly to Darkshore. Yeah, and so for that, we're going to just go through those. And again, because of the leveling, because of the leveling that I did off stream, that should kind of quicken up the pace just a little bit. Not a ton, but a little. Because, I mean, we still got to kill the things and get the drops and all that stuff. And we can't control the rate at which things drop. But we should be able to kill things faster with far less downtime with the hunter, with the rogue, with the warrior. So my guess is that the horde side, at least in the initial part of it, will move quicker than the Alliance side did. And I have, we don't have to start it yet, we'll start it once we get over there, but I do have some lore bits about Durotar and the orc starting area, the troll starting experience, which the trolls and the orcs share their starting zone in Classic. I do believe, I think that's still the same in retail. I don't know that I've ever started a troll. I should have probably done that. But I love orcs. I love the orc lore. I don't know, actually, now I'm thinking about it. I don't know that I've ever had a troll character. In the 20 plus years I've played this game, I might never have had a troll. That is crazy. I definitely should be doing that. Maybe, when we go over to retail, maybe I'll make a troll. We'll see. I don't know. Because I have all the allied races over there too. But probably for the sake of the starting zones and stuff, should stick to one of the main ones and then hit those allied experiences as we get to that content and unlock them. That's probably what we'll do. Okay. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and plant ourselves into this inn and then log on over to the orc. Alright, everybody say bye, Night Elf. Bye, Night Elf. We'll be back. Definitely will be back. Oops, that is not that is not the button. Alright. Head on over to Pet Rescue. Very basic. I do love the reddish hair for this orc. Alright, now I'm trying to think. I may actually have to do some screen setup on this computer because I did the leveling. Yep, I did the leveling over on my laptop and didn't think about that until literally just now. Alright, but this will take just a second. Let's see. QUI. What? Oh, yeah. Why didn't that work? And it was because I forgot that I'm not playing on retail. Alright, here we go. Okay, good. That's good. Let's see. Details. Config. we want to get the right profile for that, which is Quasi. Yeah, there we go. And move you. Oh, are we gonna move? Are we gonna move you? Make sure we keep that up. Keep that up. Okay. Come on. Come on. Why won't it move? What is going on here? Maybe because I don't have it locked. Oh yeah, it's because alright. Operator error. Now let's move you, move all this stuff back down again. Alright, good. Alright. There we go. That should be good. Alright.
Finally, you are of age, adventurer, of age to battle in the name of the Horde, to conquer for the glory of the War Chief. Yes, you will do nicely. No doubt you wish to find a great dragon or demon and strangle it with your bare hands. But perhaps it would be wise to start on something less dangerous. Report to Gornek. He should be able to assign a task better suited to a young adventurer. You will find Gornek in the den to the west.
Okay. Den to the west. And I forgot to change, as you saw, I forgot to change the automation on my app to not automatically accept the quests. Let me know, though. Let me know if you'd rather me show the quest text, or just have it read while we go and run and do other things.
So the Valley of Trials will temper even the weakest into a warrior worthy to join the Horde. Those who cannot rise to its tests will be left to bake in the scorching desert sun.
That sounds terrible.
Another one of Kaltunk's recruits, A sorry state of affairs we find ourselves in, if this is the best the Horde can produce. No matter. By the time we think you're ready to leave the valley, you'll be a proud adventurer of the Horde. The first order of business will be to put a little strength in your backbone. I could send you out to the Barrens to hunt Kodo, but well, in all honesty, you're more useful to us alive than dead. I believe you would find a good match with the mottled boars you'll find to the north of here.
Yes, I think you're right. Okay, first of all, I just love the voices that were selected for those voiceovers with the with the voiceover add-on. Very good, very nice, good stuff. Also, I noticed that the gossip text had a voiceover there, unlike the night elf. Actually, most of the Alliance area didn't have it, so they showed a little bit more love over here, so that's nice. All right, so we got to kill some boars real quick. Kill 10 of them. This will be very quick. Well, I say, but now one of the things that I always forget when playing a hunter in Classic is that arrows, you had to keep buying arrows, right? So if you look down in my bar here, you'll see that I have 670 of them or so, and that's fine. But in retail, that's not an issue. Like, arrows are just an infinite resource, which I like. But oh, you know what? All right, give me 1 second. Elves UI. I need to power. Let's see, where's my power? There we go. Tell me how much mana I have. My mana bar was not showing. Yeah. So it's just another example of how different in many ways the Classic experience was. And again, I'm super easy to please when it comes to this game. I'm not one that's hypercritical of most things, which is why I was never one clamoring for a Classic experience. I didn't care. I like the new stuff. I like the changes they've made to the game. I'm not a purist by any stretch. I'm gonna head on over and accept Sarkoth. This is where there's a... This quest will take us up here to kill, I don't know if it's an aggressive... scorpion.
Adventurer. I thought I would die out here with none to know of it. While I was hunting the scorpids of the valley, I came across a particularly vicious-looking one. Hurling myself at it, I managed to inflict a massive blow to its claw before it closed around my leg. I wasn't ready for its stinger, though, and it sliced down and into my chest, cutting into my flesh and letting my blood. Please, you must kill the scorpid for me. My honor must be upheld. I fought it up on the plateau to the south.
Yep. We'll get you. Or we'll get it. I really, really like the writing in this game. Like, I love the dialogue. I think there's so much. And this is true of so many video games, really. But there's so much care taken to things that a lot of people skip right over. Why is my keybind not working? Action bar. It should be. Okay. Maybe again, operator error. There we go. There we go. There's Sarkoth. Alright. Oh, why did I stop shooting? There we go. Super simple. Like, that would have been so much more difficult if I hadn't done any of that leveling up. But yeah, I like that quest right there. Like, I've never read that quest. I've always known what you had to do, but I just love the writing there. My father always said I would never amount to much, and here, lying beneath a tree as life seeps away, I'm afraid it looks like he was right. Oh no. At least I wish to die knowing that my last enemy in life lays dead.
My blow was not enough to kill him, but looking at the damage I inflicted gives me some small measure of pride. That small measure will be all I have to sustain myself if I die, and in that light, the short list of my life's accomplishments fills me with anger.
Fills you with anger? Oh no. Well, he sounds very much like...
Seeing the deed you have done for me steals my heart. I cannot fall so easily. I must endure. But it remains that I cannot make the trek back to the den unassisted. Please, adventurer, return to the den and tell Gornek of my situation. Perhaps he can help me.
Perhaps he can. Yeah, that guy sounds like he's got a rough life. His dad doesn't like him. He's getting himself wrecked by the wildlife. It sounds very much like things are not going well for my dude. All right. So let's see here. What do we have as we're running around? Let's see. What do we know about Durotar? Durotar is a harsh, arid land named after Durotan, father of Thrall. That naming matters. It's a constant reminder that orcs are trying to honor their past while building something new. Yes, Durotan. If you've never read any of the books, like the extra books for this series, for this game, this world, you should. There's some good stuff out there that talk about the orcs in their early days, and Thrall, and Durotar, or Durotan, and Orgrim. Yeah.
What do you need?
What do I need? I need stuff.
Not bad, adventurer. But don't let it get to your head. You'll fight tougher than boars in your career. Nonetheless, you've proven yourself well, and your next trial will be against a considerably more dangerous opponent, so you'll need some extra protection. Go with honor.
Alright, we'll turn in Sarkoth.
From your description of the beast, I believe you must be speaking of Sarkoth. It is no wonder that Hanazua was overtaken by it. Aid will be dispatched to him immediately. Trouble yourself no more with Hanazua's plight. However, I must say, I am most impressed to hear that you brought Sarkoth to death. It is a feat to be proud of, adventurer. And that you would fight for a stranger's honor while other tasks occupied your time, your own honor is heightened.
Yes. All right, we don't need that. Can we sell that for more? 14? Yeah.
Go with honor.
Pick up a couple more quests.
Ah, while you were gone, a parchment came for you, adventurer. Read it when you have time. If I'm not mistaken, it came from the hunter trainer, Jen Shan. She would have words with you when you're ready.
Okay.
Strength.
Powerful warrior and awkward novice alike have fallen to the venomous sting of the scorpid. You will find large numbers of scorpids northwest of here. Bring me 8 of their tails as proof of your prowess in battle.
Okay.
The antidote for their sting is actually made from venom extracted from their stingers. We keep large quantities of antidote for scorpid venom on hand to heal young bloods just like you. But I'm sure you won't be needing any of that, will you?
All right.
Dabu.
Couple of things. First off, let's read the parchment. Ya be in good hands now, man. Jen Shan know you be looking to learn the ways of the hunter, and she be ready to teach you if you be ready to listen. Come find me in the Valley of Trials. Jen Shan start your training and show you just how powerful the ways of the hunter is. Jen Shan, hunter trainer. Yes, well now we've already talked to the hunter trainer. Or have we? Yeah, because I picked up I have picked up they're not a quest, but I picked up the skills, I believe.
It sure gets hot out here in the Valley of Trials. If only I had some cactus apples, I could make my famous cactus apple surprise. Nothing cools you off faster than a piece of that delicious treat. I'll
That's
tell you
what she
what,
said.
adventurer. If you bring me 10 cactus apples, I'll make you a few portions of cactus apple surprise to take with you on your adventures.
Sounds lovely.
If you're interested, you can find cactus apples growing near the cactus plants around here.
Absolutely. So, one of the things that becomes real obvious when using the add-on, the voiceover add-on that I'm using, which is great, by the way, I love this. But when I picked up, I was talking to that guy over there, multiple different quests. I don't know how it works in terms of how they pick the voices, how it's labeled. If it must draw from a pool of voices or something every time you initiate a dialogue. And so we noticed we had 4 very different sounding voices. It was like the guy was like possessed.
I trust the Valley of Trials will teach you much, young adventurer. I was sent to the valley to guide you, but I have discovered a growing taint here. A group that calls itself the Burning Blade has a coven here in the Valley of Trials. They are skulking in a cave to the northeast, and their vile familiars have spilled from its mouth to cause havoc. As your first task against the Burning Blade, I bid you defeat these familiars, slay many, and if you survive, return to me.
I will do that, yeah. Okay.
How are ya?
What can I do for you, man?
Bye-bye now.
Oh
Be
wait,
seeing
we
ya.
did read the parchment. Okay.
Okay, dokie.
Ah, so you come at last. Good. Jen Shan be waiting for you. Many think it be an easy path, but Jen Shan tell you that not true. Mastering the beast of Durotar and beyond takes as much skill as mastering the arcane arts or speaking to our ancestors. Firing a bow or rifle may not be as dangerous as you casting a spell, but it sure be as dangerous to your enemy. Alright, first of all, no comments about how terrible my quasi-Jamaican accent is. I'm well aware.
When we finish speaking, you should talk to the rest of the citizens in the valley. They ask you to do tings for them. Tings that will test your skill and teach you some of the dangers of this land. As you grow in experience and wisdom, you be needing Jenshan to show you better techniques and skills. Come back to Jenshan often. I will let you know what I can teach you.
Okay.
Stay away from the voodoo.
Stay away from the voodoo. Yeah, so I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that my accent not nearly as bad as that. Yeah, okay, so I think we have all the spells we can get from this trainer. Yeah, we're good. Alright, let's go wake up some peons. Oh no, we gotta pick up the peon quest. We're gonna then wake them up, get some apples, kill some scorpids, kill some vile familiars. I wonder if we'll do all those
Cursed
together.
peons. They work hard gathering lumber from the trees of the valley, but they're always taking naps. I need someone to help keep the peons in line. You look like the right person for my task.
I am.
Here, you take this blackjack and use it on any lazy peons you find sleeping on the job. A good smack will get them right back to work. Return the blackjack when you're done. Lousy, slacking peons.
All right, first of all,
be safe.
So they're lazy, they're sleeping, so here, go use this thing and knock them out. That's hilarious.
Be busy. Leave me alone. I need to get closer.
Oh, I gotta be right up on him, huh?
I can do that.
Smack. Alright, well. Give me 1 second. I will be right back. Right back.
Okie dokie.
Alright, I am back. Need to go check something for someone. Alright, so what are we doing? We are going to look for the we're going to look for the peons. I don't think, let's see, we don't have to kill any, we gotta kill the scorpions over on the other side, but we won't do that right this second. We will
What? Okay.
knock you in the head. We're not gonna do that right this second. And then we gotta go get the apples, which are over here in this little area. Work. Oh, there you go.
Me not that kind of orc.
Well,
Okie dokie.
you're gonna be. Me not that kind of orc. Let's see, can we go up here? Oh, he's working. He's already working. That guy knew what was up. Alright, grab an apple there. That guy knew. He knew what was up. Let me go ahead and put that back over here. Did I get it? I didn't. Did it fail? That was weird. I must have clipped off it or something. Alright, we can get these scorpion tails here.
I can't cast that yet.
Alright. One tail, two tail.
My mana is low.
It is low. Alright. What's that do? Base melee attack power increased by 25%. Nice. Very nice. Alright. Geographically, Durotar is unforgiving. By the way, I love the colors of this area. Red clay canyons, dust storms, and scarce water. This reflects the orcs' struggle. They're trying to prove they can survive and thrive without falling back into onto demonic corruption. Thrall deliberately chose Durotar after the Third War because it was land no one else wanted. Wake up.
Something you're doing?
Yes, you need to wake up. Orcs had been invaders, enslaved, and warmongers. Thrall wanted a place that forced them to work, rebuild, and not just conquer. Oh, I'm just standing here, gonna get myself wrecked.
Work.
Cute. One fan theory says that Thrall chose Durotar not just for survival, but as penance. The orcs would forge themselves anew in the fire of hardship. It makes sense. I think it makes a little bit of sense. So since we are not playing as a troll, and they share this area, I'll talk a little bit about trolls as well. The Darkspear trolls, led by Vol'jin, settled just off the coast of Echo Isles. They were saved by Thrall from Sea Witch Zalazane's betrayal and pledged loyalty to the Horde. And we will make our way over to that area to do some questing.
I can do that.
We can do that. Alright, let's see. Where are we still? We need one more tail. Okay. And we got it. And now we can kill some vile familiars, but we won't kill that one. Well, we can go help though. Alright, there we go. Let's see if this person wants to join a group. Let's see. Invite. Oh, they don't want to invite. Alright, well, I didn't want to have to fight you for them all, but I guess we will. I guess we will. And we just need to kill 12, so we don't need to like pick up any items or anything like that. So that's not bad. So yeah, we will actually head over to the Echo Isle area and do some of those quests in a while. I think actually that is the first. Is that the first area? It might be the first area we go to after we leave here.
Me not that kind of orc.
Oh, me not that kind of orc. That's right. Okay, we don't need any more. We don't need to go bust any more skulls there. Good. What is going on with my stream? We are okay. It's live. I don't know why it was paused. I hope it hasn't been paused for you guys all that time. Maybe I accidentally paused it. That's possible. Nope, we don't need to be in here quite yet. Although, now that I think about it, oh, it says don't go inside the cave. Yeah, we will end up in the cave, but we need to kill these things outside the cave. Hello. Listen, we could have done this together. Do you want to do it together? You want to do it by yourself? Fine. You want to be alone? You can stay alone.
Charging.
Is it? Oh, and now I'm out of mana. Alright, let's see what else. Starting quests for trolls weave in this tragedy. Their people are scattered. Their home is contested. And they're leaning on the orcs for survival. Yes. This makes Durotar the only starting zone in Classic where two races share their intro. That merging symbolizes the new horde surviving together or not at all. That's not true though. It's not the only starting zone in Classic where two races share their intro. See? Y'all gotta check this information because that was not right. Because we know that gnomes and dwarves share their starting area. Now that is, I think, is that different in retail? It might be different in retail, but in Classic, yeah. So both the Horde and the Alliance have two races that share, and for kind of similar reasoning. Not that. Let's, you know what? Yeah, we're gonna not kill that guy. So the gnomes, if you remember, they are refugees. They are refugees from of their own making, somewhat. They messed up their area, their home area of Gnomeregan. But it's, here the trolls have been kind of, they are somewhat refugees as well. So, but yeah. It's interesting that that piece of information was woefully incorrect. Survival and scarcity are early quest themes. Quests emphasize hunting boars, scorpids, and collecting cactus apples for food, which is exactly what we're doing right now. Unlike human or dwarves, the trolls and orcs start out scraping by in a barren wasteland. Yes, that is definitely true. Yeah, that's definitely true. Things are not nearly as pleasant for the orcs and the trolls. I would say they're slightly better for the orcs than they are the trolls, but even then, it's not good. Things are not going well. What do we need? 3 more apples. All right, and then we head back. I would not be surprised if when we turn all these quests, we get another level. And I think we're gonna get them here. Orc and troll players are immediately tasked with combat against quillboars and harpies. It reinforces life here is a struggle, and the strong earn survival. Only the strong survive. Well, yeah, in a land like this, that would probably be true. There we go. All right, we'll go sell some junk because we are full of crap. As my wife likes to tell me all the time. No, she doesn't. She's so much nicer than that. Let me see here real quick. Shaman quests are up here early. From the start, orcs and trolls are shown to be deeply spiritual, tied to the elements and the Loa. Yes. Unfortunately, we are not a shaman for that, but I eventually will go back.
What are you looking for?
And do the class questing.
For the Horde.
You know what?
Strength and honor.
Make sure we keep up on our arrows. Yeah, we'll eventually go back and do all the class questing, but we're not going to do that here. We'll come back and do that. Are you finished collecting cactus apples?
Wonderful, adventurer. As promised, here is your cactus apple surprise, plus a little something extra.
50 copper? Thank you.
May your blades never dull.
I hope they don't. But my arrows never dull, too. Arrows never getting any love.
Durotar, for the Horde.
The carapace of a scorpid isn't so thick that the strength of a determined warrior will be deterred. Strike strongly and without doubt, and the scorpid should prove easy prey. They did.
There is an important lesson that you must take away from fighting scorpids. The smallest or largest of opponents can still send you to your doom. In fierce combat, any number of things can prove your downfall. I have no more to teach you, adventurer. You have done well, and I will watch your progress with interest.
All right. He has no more to teach me.
Dabu.
Loktar. I wonder what Dabu means. I bet I can look it up.
You have done well, adventurer. Although the vile familiars were merely pets of the darker powers within the Burning Blade, your success against them foretells greater deeds ahead.
All right. Let's see. Dabu. Let's see. Yep. Let's get a new hatchet.
In my
Yay.
divinations, I see that an item of power hides deep within the Burning Blade Coven, guarded by beasts and black magic. It is called the Burning Blade Medallion, and your next task is to find it and remove it from the Coven. But be wary, for the medallion may be possessed by an agent of the Burning Blade. And if so, then the agent's power would be greater than the familiars you have already encountered. Go, adventurer. You will find the Coven in a cave to the north and west.
Go forth.
Yes, we're gonna take care of that. Okay, so let's see. Dabu. Dabu most often translate as I will or as you command. It's a word of obedience and readiness used when an orc accepts an order without question.
Thrall Hall.
No good, lazy. Do you have my blackjack? Did you catch any peons sleeping on the job? I did.
Good, good. Maybe they'll think twice before slacking next time. Thanks for the help.
Eh,
Adventurer, you are a dependable person. Can I count on you for another task? Some time ago, I was surveying the cave to the north for minerals, and I left my favorite pick behind. When I later returned to retrieve it, I found the cave was filled with vicious beasts. Will you go into the cave, the Burning Blade Coven, and get my pick? I left it in a chamber with waterfalls. My pick has a spell on it so you can see it in the dark, so you won't have to worry about finding it. Just what's guarding it.
Yeah. Yes. This one of the funniest things that Blizzard does, and I get why they do it, because it makes identifying things easier. But from a lore point of view, it is kind of wonky, right? We're going to the Burning Blade Coven, which is the name of this cave, and the way he just tells the story is, they were mining in there, and he left his axe, and then when he went to go back, it was suddenly overrun by all these burning blades. like shocker. Now, I would like to think from a continuity standpoint that they named the cave that after it got overrun, but it doesn't automatically read that way. And I made this joke, or I pointed out the kind of inconsistency of the naming conventions and the lore, right? When we were doing the Night Elf stuff, that the Furbolgs are described as having been peaceful creatures in peaceful relationship with the Night Elves. But like every major Furbolg in that area has a very ferocious, like aggressive name that you wouldn't expect from a group of creatures that are traditionally peaceful. So you have to read in and think that they got these names after the fact, or else you're just like, that is really kind of just bad naming. Alright, we're still talking about Dabu, the Orcish language, really. In Warcraft 3, peons and grunts often respond with Dabu when you give them a command. It essentially the Orcish equivalent to yes, chief, or understood. In World of Warcraft, it's still remembered as a cultural word, even if you don't hear it as often in NPC speech. Very cool. For orcs, Dabu. Let's see. For orcs, Dabu isn't mindless submission, it's a word of discipline and loyalty. After their history of demonic enslavement, true orcs pride themselves on giving their will freely to the chief, clan, or shaman. A fan interpretation says that Dabu carries undertones. Hold on. Undertones of honor-bound service. You don't just do the thing, you commit your whole strength to it. Oh, we're good. That's right, I forgot, I'm level 7. So unless I get really, really surrounded, we're gonna be fine. We get Thrall's pickaxe, which is actually straight ahead in the little extra area here in this cave. Oh, that music scared the crap out of me. A weird sound. On RP servers, orcs often pepper Dabu into speech as a sign of respect. It can mean yes, war chief, but also I accept my role, or even I agree with you. Some guilds even use Dabu as a rallying cry in raids or PvP since it's short, punchy, and very orc. I think there are other things they could say that would probably be better. Lokmarosh, Loktar, although I don't know what those mean either. For some fans suggest Dabu might be short for a longer orcish phrase like Dabul or Dabuthar. Blizzard never expanded it, but the one-word brevity is part of why it's stuck in players' minds. Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, so growing up on Warcraft 2 and Warcraft 3, but I put so many hours into Warcraft 2 with me and my friend used to sit at his house on his computer all the time and just trade off doing maps, doing levels. And we used to have LAN parties, if you're old enough to know what that is. That was long before you could just play a game online, right? He's in here, okay. And you had to like connect computers together with hardwire. Craziness, I know. Way back in the day. Actually back before the internet. Where was I going with that? Before I got lost in my old age. What were we saying? Oh, yeah. Having played Warcraft 2 and listening to them, the orc peons definitely always, they said, ready to work all the time. Dabu, Loktar. I remember all that. And so I remember the first time that I played this area back in the day and thought, what a cool thing that they kept that. Like, and I don't know why I would expect they wouldn't keep that, but it was also it was always just neat that the continuity of the world carried through in a lot of ways. Ooh, did he get it before I did? Yeah, well, he must have. Well, I shouldn't say he must have, but alright. Oh, that guy's up there? Gosh darn it. I went the wrong way then. I thought I was going the right way. See, I didn't follow my map. And I was like, nope, I'm gonna do... It's just like when I don't follow my GPS. Like, I know a better way, and then there's traffic. Or construction. That's okay though. A little extra experience never hurt. Alright, I actually am going to need to get some mana here. Well, I mean, it's probably not the end of the world. Alright, let's see. Talk about a little bit about Senjin Village, which we'll get to. We will get to there. So I could wait, but we'll talk about it now. Senjin Village is named after the troll witch doctor Senjin, who sacrificed himself during the Horde's escape from the Sea Witch. His death is one of the reasons Vol'jin pledged the Dark Spear to Thrall. I actually like Vol'jin as a character, and they do flesh him out much more, especially after he becomes War Chief or leading up to him becoming War Chief. Spoilers. He did get kind of he got kind of done dirty by Blizzard, but honestly, in the Sylvanas arc, which by the way, Sylvanas is my favorite character. Even with all of the storytelling that really got a lot of bad publicity from people. People did not like the way that they had her in the later expansions. She's kind of in exile-ish now. She will come back, though. I think she's going to end up being a big redemption arc for her in their storytelling. But I've always liked the character from the time when she was a ranger to then becoming a banshee and becoming... but she does a lot of pretty heinous things. She does a lot of pretty heinous things in this game. I don't know why people are surprised though. Like, she's literally a banshee, right? she's not a good person. But also, it's not her fault either, right? In a lot of ways. Now we can talk about like what kind of agency do the evil characters have. But I think they do a lot with the Forsaken and the Undead storylines as well, to kind of differentiate that. But her, in her specific setting, she is a banshee that was raised by Arthas, very much against her will, and the Lich King, and so there's a lot to be said about her behavior and what really kind of agency she really does have. But they do address all that kind of stuff in the game. Oh, I love it. Let's go. All right, we'll head on out, sell some junk. He must be so much lower than me. Level 3, yeah. I thought I was close enough to get aggro for sure with that guy. But it must be because I'm 4 levels higher than him. Alright. So head on out. Anyway, I'm getting way off track in terms of the lore, talking about all kinds of other things. But yeah. I love, as you can tell, I think I still, after all these years, and even though I've played Alliance with my guild for years now, many years. Horde was my first love, and I really just find that I really like the Horde characters a lot more than I like the Alliance characters. Now, they have, over the years, made some of the Alliance characters better, but there was, for a lot of the Alliance characters, in my opinion, there was too much of a police vibe, if that makes sense. Like that they were law and order and good, and that the Horde was bad. And even though I know some people don't like that, they have blurred those lines very much over the years. I love it. I love that, because I am one that believes that villains are not born, they are made, right? And so and that doesn't excuse villainous behavior, especially when it's very, very heinous. But I do believe that knowing the motivations of somebody who does bad is important. And a lot of times those motivations, knowing what the motivations are, why somebody would have done something, it can teach us a lot about what we might or might not do in any given situation. Because it's easy to say, oh, I would never do whatever. But until you have walked in those shoes, until you really understand the motivation, it's impossible to say what you would and wouldn't do. It's easy to say what we would do or wouldn't do from the outside, never having experienced. And so I think a lot of the early storytelling, and for necessary reasons, right? Video games are built on, heroes and villains and overcoming the bad guy. But I think early on, the lore for this world definitely overly demonized the Horde, and I guess maybe that's probably part of my own bias, is that I want to know why. And I don't think many evil things, or things that we consider evil in the world, are just that way for no reason. Now, does that make their reasoning valid, or like the response comparable to the sort of the slight? No, I'm not going to say that at all. Some people...
Inventory is full.
Oh no, inventory is full. Some people just grow up to be bad, right? Some people are bad, and they don't need a motivation other than selfishness, right? Although I would sometimes wonder if that selfishness is just baked in, or if what conditions in their early life led to a personality that lends itself to selfishness. So again, it's still a hill. But when people are going out of their way to hurt other people just for their own sense of security or self-preservation or whatever, I don't think that's good. And so I'm not excusing that, but I do say I think it's fascinating to find out why.
I can't carry anymore.
Why people are the way they are, how they got there, right? How they got to be that way. I think Blizzard has done a great job over time at blurring the lines of good and evil, or who can perpetuate good and evil, not necessarily what is evil, because I think objectively there are some things that humanity by and large can agree on are bad. Like most peoples throughout most of time believe that murder is bad, if not killing, right? And so then you talk about like the difference between, well, what's the difference between killing and murder? And then you get into all kinds of philosophical arguments there, which we can definitely delve into if you want to, but right. But I would say most cultures have believed that murder is bad. Killing might be necessary, but murder is not necessary, right? And so there are some things that have been, that are so the evil is evil in terms of that. But even that is not a universal, right? There are, I think a lot of that sin, as we would call it in religious circles, is contextual, right? It is 100% contextual. It is not universal. Across cultures, across times. As much as we want to think it is, it's not.
McGraw. Great, you got it. Thanks a lot, adventurer. This is my favorite pick. Now, if my
Then why'd you
peons
leave it
ever
behind?
finish chopping down these trees, maybe we can find a nice cave to mine.
Maybe. Alright. But oh man, boy, did I get off on a rant there. Starting to get into it's real early to talk about existential crises. Alright, so we are about an hour in, so we're good. We're doing well.
Greetings.
Is your task complete? Do you have the Burning Blade Medallion? I do.
You retrieved it. Well done. Your efforts within the Burning Blade Coven are key in rooting out this cult in the Valley of Trials. But I fear they have further aims in our land. We have not seen the end of them.
Alright.
Your trials against the Burning Blade are finished, here in the valley. But I want you to report your findings. Go to the troll village of Senjin and seek out Master Gadrin. Senjin village is east out of the valley, then right at the fork. Tell Gadrin of the Burning Blade, and that they have reached the Valley of Trials. Discover from him if they have yet reached Senjin. Go, adventurer, and be swift. I fear the evil found in the Burning Blade Coven is but the herald of a larger threat.
And you would be right.
String.
Alright, let's see. We've got sold all that stuff. Let's go ahead and sell that. Just so we have the bag space.
What can I help you with?
Go ahead and fill our arrows. Sell that. Need that. We're going to.
May your blades never dull.
We are going to put the apples there because we will use them. A couple, extra. I think what's it? Stamina, 2 stamina and spirit, so a little better mana regen, a little extra health. Never hurt anybody. All right, so we are heading over to Senjin, which we talked about. The village is full of troll culture, voodoo masks, tiki torches, and quests tied to the Loa. This is Blizzard giving trolls their cultural footprint early on. And when I first played this back in the day, I never really, again, because I didn't read the quests and I didn't really, get into, I liked the lore for what it was, but I never bothered to really deep dive into it and hear what the game was saying to me. I didn't realize that Loa were a thing or that were really important until Battle for Azeroth, right? That expansion where they really lean into, and it's not like the game has been quiet about Loa or the spiritual significance of trolls. I just never paid much attention. And again, that might also partly be because I've never played a troll.
Excuse me, can you help me? I have a load of food here. I walked along the road and braved scorpids and spiders and worse. I brought the food to the Valley of Trials because I thought they needed it and I like to help out. But they don't need any food. Now I have to take it back to Razor Hill, and I'm afraid of all the beasts along the way. Can you take it for me? I'm just a peon, but you're a hero. You fear nothing. Take it to Innkeeper Grosk at the Razor Hill Inn. Thank you.
Oh, okay, yes, I will do that. It's so funny. Look how small he is, too. Compared to my guy, he is short. No wonder he's scared. The world can be a harsh place. Alright, our Prowl Tusk. Alright, we're gonna pick up this quest over here, I think. Yeah, thwarting cold car aggression. Yeah, so over here there's a cave, or I don't know if it's a cave, it's just a little offshoot of an area that we will go into that have centaurs, which is our first experience with them. They're a big deal over in the Barrens, which we will also get to, unfortunately. Although I think the Barrens chat probably isn't as bad these days as it was back in the day.
Lower your voice, adventurer.
All right.
The
chill
Kolkar centaurs lie just over the ridge to the west in Kolkar Crag. Last night while they were raiding, I snuck into their village and discovered that the dirty beasts have a 3-tiered attack planned on the trolls and orcs of Durotar. We mustn't let their invasion come to fruition. Perhaps you can muster the might needed to infiltrate Kolkar Crag and destroy their attack plans. Last I saw, they had divided them up amongst 3 of their leaders.
Be seeing ya.
Okay. We will get to that in a minute. And now it makes me wonder, again, so anytime a person in this game tells me something bad about another person or group of people, it makes me wonder about that group of people. It makes me wonder, like, what is the overarching lore of the centaurs?
Many of the hides we use come from Durotar tigers, adventurer, blankets, armor, tents. There are a great many reasons we hunt the beasts, and many reasons we let them thrive at the same time. The time has come for us to cull the flock, so to speak. Our numbers grow, and our needs are beginning to overwhelm our stocks. I need more hides if I'm to prepare suitable goods for our people. Bring me 4 Durotar tiger furs, and I shall reward you. You can find them on the islands south of here.
Yep, will do.
Although my eyes fail me, I still can see clearly enough. More often I must rely on my alchemical skills to aid me in magics that once came easily. But I refuse to take on an apprentice. No troll or orc worthy enough has ever come forward. Are you worthy? Yes, of course you are. Of course you think you are. I need a few things. Will you get them for me? I need intact Makrura eyes and vials of crawler mucus. You can find them on any Makrura or crawler in Durotar. We shall speak again soon.
Spirits be with you, man.
Hello, Master Gadrin. I like your mask.
Your report comes at a bad time.
Look at that. I like
The
that.
Burning Blade is not seen here in Senjin, but their evil has taken seed off the coast, on the Echo Isles. The orcs are friends of the Darkspear trolls. Honorable friends. We want to help the orcs, but we need help too.
Hey there.
Alright.
I hear the voice of my brother Minshina calling to me in my dreams. He was taken by Zalazane, the warlock on the Echo Isles to the east, and he is dead. But death is not freedom for my brother. Minshina's spirit was trapped within his own skull by Zalazane's magics. In my dreams, I see it with other skulls, in a circle of power on the largest Echo Isle. As long as it remains there, my brother's soul is doomed. Please, adventurer, find the circle and retrieve Minshina's skull. Bring it to me. Free him.
Okie dokie.
The witch doctor Zalazane dwells on the Echo Isles to the east. They are the isles we once called home. From there he sends his trolls to the mainland, to hex our people and drag more of them under his sway. He must be stopped. Defeat Zalazane and his minions, former Darkspear trolls now lost to us. Bring me his head and I will know his reign of evil is over.
Be seeing ya.
We at Senjin Village are not without our own troubles, and we thank you for your aid. But the news you bring regarding the Burning Blade could be trouble for everyone. There is an orc stationed at Razor Hill, Orgnal Soulscar, who polices Durotar from evils such as the Burning Blade. Go to Orgnil and tell him of our plight, as well as your news from the Valley of Trials. He will want to know these things. Razor Hill lies to the north.
He will want to know these things. Alright, I think we're good. We don't need to visit. We have a bag? Oh no. We don't have a bag. Let's see. How many bags do we have? We can fit more. Alright, let's see. It's telling us to upgrade our bow if we can afford it. Can we afford it? I think we can. Look at that. Yeah. Alright, and that is a considerable upgrade. Well, considerable. I mean, it really adds 1 DPS, but when our DPS is only 1.5, we're level 10, we can get better arrows too, which adds more damage. We cannot afford that one, but we're also not high enough level. Alright, well, cool, yeah, buy item. Let's go. Can we afford a bag? Do we have a bag? Oh, I forgot that the quivers actually impact your speed. So I think you... Do I have a quiver equipped? Yeah, I do. Okay. And that one has... How many slots? 10 slots. You can hold more of those. Ooh, do we want... Do we want to buy that? Do we want to buy that? We might. Alright, this is probably going to be a dumb buy. But only...
Stay away from the voodoo.
Oh, hold on. I thought I had it set up that it automatically equipped the gear, but it didn't. Alright, so there we go. There we go.
How you doing, man?
I'm doing good. Alright, we'll see. We will see if... We will see if spending that money is going to be problematic for us. Because I probably needed that for like spells and stuff. But we still have, what? 3 silver, so it's not the end of the world. Alright, Makura. This isn't one, but we will go ahead and kill. And I do have to remember now that I am not so much higher a level than the creatures like I was in the Valley of Trials. Now, if I remember correctly, these things, I don't think they're automatic drops. So we'll just have to see. Oh my goodness, are you kidding me right now? What is today? Today's Tuesday, isn't it? Today's Tuesday, no! Oh man, I forgot. It's update day. Dang it. Well, we've been on here for an hour and close to 20 minutes, so we will be able... I mean, it's not nothing, but I completely forgot that it was update day. What is going on? It's not like Tuesdays haven't been update day for, like, literally 20 years. I'm an idiot. So the server's about to shut down here in about 4 minutes. That's on me. Okay, well, that's alright. Not the end of the world. It would have been real funny if I hadn't just looked over and saw that the server was about to shut down, and it would kick me off. Then I would have been like all irritated, like, why did it kick me off? What is going on here? All right, let's get this other Makura Eye. And then I will have to log off because I don't want to lose any of my progress because I didn't log. So we'll go sit in the inn. I think there's an inn over here. Maybe not. Three minutes and counting. Reskin. That's a fun name. Nope, mage trainer, no innkeeper. So I don't know if I'll get rested experience, but not the end of the world. Alright, well, with that, y'all, we will catch you later. And hopefully, maybe tomorrow, next day, we'll pop back on and continue our orc leveling through the orc troll starting zone. Y'all, take care, and I will see you again soon. Bye.